So, in our previous class, we were discussing a shloka where Krishna is telling that there is no superior truth than Krishna. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and there is no superior than him. So, let's just continue our discussion where we left. Our eternal relationship with God is sabhajana. God is great and we are subordinate. He is the predominator and we are predominated. The duty of the subordinate is to please the predominator. Similarly, if we want to be happy, we must learn how to make Krishna happy. This is the process of Krishna consciousness. So, we all know this that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead and we are fragmental part of Krishna. And because we are his fragmental part, so we can only be happy, we can only experience satisfaction when we actually satisfy Lord Krishna. And you yourself can see this, whatever we have been doing before Krishna consciousness, we was doing it for our own selves. We were putting ourselves in center, and that's why we were not experiencing any satisfaction. Is it not? Just like if this is a hand, and if this hand is trying to whatever food stuff, if he is trying to, if this hand, suppose this hand, he is thinking that if I will consume this food stuff by myself, then I will get nourishment. But is it possible? It is really not possible. This hand will get nourishment, actual nourishment, when this hand will feed the stomach. Same way, people, whoever is trying to satisfy themselves directly, they are not serving Krishna. It is same as the hand is trying to satisfy himself. This hand is thinking that if I will consume this hand can't consume anything. But then also if he's thinking that I will put this food stuff, whatever food stuff, fruits, I will put this apple on, I will keep putting this apple on my hand and it will get nourishment. This is really not possible. So, same way as we are fragmental part of Lord, we can only get satisfied when we actually satisfy our Supreme Personality. This is really very practical. And again, one cannot realize this knowledge, this science by himself until and unless he will not hear it from scriptures. So, if we want to be happy, we must learn how to make Krishna happy. This is the process of Krishna consciousness. So, we should try whatever we are doing, we should try to see that whether it will be pleasing to Krishna. If it will not be pleasing to Krishna, then we may just avoid doing it. Today, while chanting, I was just keeping in my mind. There was a photo of Krishna in my front side, and I was trying to keep this thing in my mind that the holy names that I am chanting, I am actually making this mantra here to Krishna, the holy names of Krishna. Anyone who is chanting holy names of Krishna is so dear to Krishna. It is really very pleasing to Krishna when we chant his holy names. So, the one way to do it consciously is that we keep in our mind that we are making this mantra, we are making this hear to Krishna. Krishna is actually hearing our chanting, which we are, the holy names that we are chanting. We just need to become little conscious. That's it. And then everything will take its place. So I was little conscious today that the holy names that I'm chanting, Krishna is actually hearing it. And I was observing, I was able to chant it consciously. So yeah, whatever you are doing, just keep in your mind that I'm doing it for Krishna's pleasure. And that way you will experience satisfaction automatically. But how is it to be understood that the Supreme Lord is satisfied by our service and labor? It is actually possible to perfect our service or occupational duty. Everyone has some service to perform according to his designations. He may be an Indian or American, Hindu, Muslim or Christian, man, women, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, or whatever. In any case, he is meant to do some sort of work, and that work is his occupational duty. Perfection of duty can be tested by seeing whether the Supreme Lord is satisfied by its execution. So, see, whatever we are doing, we can't actually quit our designations. It is not possible, also, and scriptures is not telling us to do so. That you just quit everything and you just only chant Hare Krishna or whatever things. It is not possible. Also, practically, it is not possible. Yesterday, when Mataji was saying, she texted me that Krishna has chosen you to serve him whole day. I think that Krishna has chosen you. I know it's not that easy, but Krishna has made arrangements for you. So I told her that if you aspire to serve Krishna like this, then Krishna will make arrangements for you as well. But immediately I told her that we can't work, we can only work according to our consciousness, to our current consciousness. And it is really not possible for everyone to just quit everything and do only bhajan. So we have to work according to our consciousness. So she was asking me, how did you decided to uh, quit everything and only do Krishna bhakti? So I told her one simple thing. That point is very simple. Whoever has understood this thing, that the ultimate purpose of this human form of life is only to serve Krishna, then what will he do? And of course, it's a gradual process. Again, I'm saying this thing. Prabhupada is also telling this thing only, that everyone has some service to perform according to his designations, and everyone have different consciousness. So we have to perform our activities according to our current consciousness, because we can't work beyond that. It is not possible. It is not practically possible. So whatever, if you are doing any work, any job, you can continue doing it, but spare some time for your chanting and hearing. That is very important. But if you are neglecting your chanting and hearing and you are only absorbed in whatever work you are doing, then that is not good. Because then you are actually wasting your human form of life. Is it not? So, one more important thing Prabhuji was telling in yesterday's class, that whoever is so much engrossed in materialistic things, if he is engrossed so much in whatever work he is doing, then he can't understand Srimad Bhagavatam. Of course, it is not said that you should not hear or you should not chant if you are working. But you only tell me, if someone is engrossed so much in materialistic things, then he will definitely not be able to perform his devotional services with enthusiasm, because his whole mind will be on those materialistic things. It will be absorbed in those materialistic things only. So even if he is chanting or hearing, then also his mind, physically he might be sitting in class or in meeting, but mentally his mind will be in those materialistic works only. And that's why scriptures is telling us, instructing us, it is guiding us that what all activities we should perform and what all activities we should avoid. It is very much important that, okay, you are performing, you are practicing good things, but it is also important to avoid bad things. Suppose if you are following a healthy lifestyle, you are consuming healthy food, but apart from consuming healthy food, you're also consuming junk food, then will it give you expected result? No, right? It is same as that someone, he is suffering from diabetes, so he is consuming pills, he is popping pills, but he is also consuming sweets. So will he get expected results? Will he be able to recover his disease? No, right? So this is very much important that whatever good things we are performing, that is nice. But we should all also try to avoid bad things. What are the bad things? Avoiding association of materialistic people and not engaging ourselves in those activities which is not pleasing to Krishna. Because that actually harass our. Just keep this diabetes one example in your mind, that even though you are consuming those medicines and all to recover yourself, but if you are not avoiding, if that person is not avoiding sweets, then he will not be able to recover his disease. So yes, perfection of duty can be tested by seeing whether the Supreme Lord is satisfied by its execution. So even though you are chanting holy names, you are hearing Krishna Katha, this is very nice, but also avoid those things which is not good for your devotional service, your devotional life, spiritual life. Not consuming non-offered food, unoffered food, not even on occasions. On occasions, on special occasions, you should consume more prasadam. Nice prasadam you can make for Krishna. You can offer it to Krishna nicely. So these are small things. They can be, you may think that these are small things, but these are not small things. Their outcome is uh, like, the outcome is very, what to say, huge. So yes, this is one thing that we should understand. The Supreme Lord's satisfaction can be tested by the Lord's representative, the spiritual master. Therefore, it is important to seek out a real representative of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and work under him. So it is very much important that we stay in guidance to someone who is a representative of Lord, real representative of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Means disciplic succession and work under him. So whatever been told, we should use our discriminative power here, that whatever has been told to us by someone, whether is it coming from Shastras, what is the source of whatever thing that person is telling you. Prabhuji was telling yesterday that if someone is telling you something and your eyebrows just exaggerate, what is this? So you should check whether is it coming from Shastra, whatever that person is telling you, whether the source of that particular stuff, whatever he's telling, is it Shastra, Vedic Shastras? We should always confirm this instead of, if we are in doubt, we should definitely confirm that. Yesterday, there was one question. Prabhuji was telling that, what Prabhuji was telling? Srimad Bhagavatam is from eternal time. And Bhagavad Gita is from past 20 lakh years. And I was shocked. 20 lakh years? Then what about those people who were there before those 20 lakh years? What about those people who were there 20 lakhs years ago? Because eternal time means 20 lakh is really a small number if we compare it with eternal time. So I was kind of shocked that 20 lakhs. Then I confirmed it. And Prabhuji said, yes, that Bhagavad Gita is from eternal time only. But there was some specific thing which Prabhuji was telling. It came 20 lakh years ago. But Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam is from eternal time. And other scriptures which you see, Quran, Bible and all, they have came just like 1,000 years ago only, few thousand years ago. I don't know the exact number, but they are not from eternal time. Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita is from eternal time. So we should confirm when we kind of feel some kind of astonishment, whatever we hear. And one more thing, whoever that can be that is devotee only, whoever will tell you something. If he is telling you something, so you should use your discriminative power, that whether that person is trying to exploit me or is he really my well-wisher. You should always use your intelligence here. Is he really want me to, is he really wanting me to progress in my spiritual life, or he's just trying to deviate me from the path which I'm following? So we should always be conscious. Don't follow things blindly. Means I'm telling about those people who may come in your life, who are new in your life, and if they are trying to guide you on something. If he is satisfied, then we should know that the Supreme Lord is also satisfied. Who is satisfied? Spiritual Master. Spiritual Master will always instruct you about those things which are pleasing to Krishna. He will never tell you that you come my shelter, that you come and take my shelter. Spiritual Master will not tell you. He will always instruct you that you take Krishna's shelter. You serve Krishna. You become devotee of Krishna. That is a real representative of Krishna who is asking you to serve Krishna. But if he is asking you to take shelter of himself, or if he is not telling anything. Few days ago, there was Guru Purnima. So I know some people, they were going to some their spiritual master, their gurus. So I was just asking them that, has your guru ever told you that you serve Krishna? See, this is very much important, that why one should make spiritual master, why one should accept spiritual master. One should accept spiritual master to serve Krishna, to do bhakti. That is the real purpose of accepting spiritual master. That you want guidance, you seek for guidance from your spiritual master, that how can I serve Krishna nicely? What instructions should I follow? What principles should I follow to please Krishna? We discussed one pastime of 𝗃𝗵𝗧𝗲𝗹𝗵𝗺. I'm not remembering his name. He was someone. So he was also seeking for spiritual master. Like he was knowing this thing, that I should chant holy names of Lord to please him. But there are many do's and don'ts which one should follow to progress in his devotional life, spiritual life, with a great speed. What are the do's and what are the don'ts? One should know this nicely. And if we keep track of these things, that what I have to do and what I don't have to do, what I have to avoid doing, then we really progress in our spiritual life with a great speed. So he was searching for spiritual master. He was searching for a spiritual master madly. And somehow Lord arranged for him. I will confirm the name tomorrow. So yes, the purpose of accepting spiritual master is to do devotional service. Spiritual master will tell you that who is God, who are we, what is our relationship with God, and how to invoke that relationship. This is the only purpose of accepting spiritual master, and the purpose of spiritual master for accepting a shishya, disciple, is that he should engage him in Krishna's service. So I was asking with them, so they were telling that our Guru Maharaj, our spiritual master, do not speak anything. He is Moni Baba. So now you only tell me, if someone is Moni Baba, if he is not saying anything, then how can one get delivered? And then what is the reason of you accepting as your spiritual master? This is really a nice question, isn't it? If your spiritual master is not saying anything, if he's not speaking anything, he's not giving you any knowledge, he's not instructing you that you should do to progress in your spiritual life, then what is the reason of you accepting him as your guru? So there was no answer. You know the reason behind this? Because such people, they themselves don't want to follow anything. They just want to kind of engrave a stamp that, yeah, we have made a guru and we are a disciple of our guru. That's it. But they don't have to. They have nothing to do with practicing anything. And that's why there is no transformation in their lives. So it is very much important to understand that why one should accept Guru, spiritual master. So if he is satisfied, then we should know that the Supreme Lord is also satisfied. That is explained by 𝗃𝗃 Thakur. Now this shloka we will be discussing in our next class because time is up. So we'll continue it in next class if Krishna is willing. I'll stop here now. श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय, निताई गौर प्रमानंदे, हरि बोल।